What's up guys, got an interesting one here for you today. Wanted to see what would happen in Bannerlord if we set like 300 archers just on all of the walls and just did a defending siege against a mixture of shieldmen, archers, just a general army, but just having pure archery as our defense just everywhere. So yeah, it was a pretty cool fight in this desert castle map. Really interesting. I wanted to share it because I thought it was pretty cool. I made a little short on it yesterday, so I wanted to share the whole video today. I kind of talked through it. I hope you enjoyed the style of the video. Let me know. I kind of like doing these like big battles, big sieges. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're playing as the defenders, as the archers. So the first thing to do as the defense is to set all the archers up. They're split into groups of around 30. So we'll split them all up on the map. So generally on this map, there's kind of two ways the siege can go. They can attack down the left. So you can see down the left between those two pillars where I've just put the troops. And then they can attack along this long wall here. So the one benefit you have on the long wall is you do have a long line of defense where you can set your archers looking straight down over them. So if they want to push a siege tower, they've got to push it along that long hill. If they want to push a battering ram, they've got to push it along that long hill. So you can really nail them from the side. You've also got a few siege weapons on here. We've got a catapult and some other stuff along that side. So yeah, and then we've got a few more on the left. So it's kind of just getting a split of archers all along the walls. The biggest threat is kind of the middle area. So kind of those main gates you can kind of see on the left there. That's where they're going to be sending any battering rams. And then they're going to be putting siege towers kind of against the walls to try and get on top of the walls. Given that we've got no melee, siege towers are a massive issue. As soon as they get on the walls, they've got the advantage really. So yeah, we play as the commander. I'm using the RTS camera, so you can switch characters whenever you want, because this is not a campaign, this is a simulated battle. So yeah, I'm playing as the main guy. You can see here our 1, 2, 3. We just lost 5 units, which I'm guessing was from that big trebuchet or from a catapult. Not good. They're kind of too far away to really be popping anyone off with arrows, so all of the work here is going to be kind of siege weapon on siege weapon until they push in a little bit closer. I think the enemy is like 50-50 between melee and between archers, so you can see there's a big shield wall coming up the back with them as well. So what we can really do here is rely on our siege weapons to kind of knock out any big clusters of troops that we can. I don't think they did a very good job. And then you can see they're going to start coming down that main wall now. So let's zoom out and just have a look what's going on. So you can see our archers are kind of everywhere. They're not really in line to be getting any attacks in yet. The big threat there is the battering ram being rolled up. You can see we've got some archers trying to take out our archers. We are there in force, so they're not going to do too well there. But the battering ram is a real problem. If they can get that to the gate and they get inside, they can just come up our walls. And they've got a huge shield wall there, which is a massive problem. Obviously, there's not really any way on this map to get behind their shield wall. There's no kind of secondary locations or curved places we can put anyone. And you're really just relying on the siege weapons to take them out. I didn't want to micromanage our units or anything, so if the siege weapons didn't attack them, they didn't attack them. I left it really to the AI. I just played my own character and observed with the camera. So yeah, you can see here they're pushing a siege tower. This is a massive issue, so all archers needed to be on that. I did try and take out a few myself, took out a couple on the left, a couple on the right, I think. I was taking out the archers, and then I realized that there was some people pushing it on the left that were easy targets. So you can switch to those and start nailing those. I wish the other archers on our wall had taken the same initiative and started taking them out, because yeah, I really didn't slow them down much on my own, despite taking them out. And you can see here, this siege tower is getting brought here fast. Generally, the archers did not pull their weight, even though they were all on attack. It is what it is. I mean, you can see by the shield soon that we did get a hell of a lot of arrows in them, so people were firing. They just, yeah, they kind of waited till they got really close, I think, rather than volleying from a distance. You can see they're starting to drop them off now. So I climbed the tower to get a better look at things, and by the time I got here, you could see the siege tower had breached. So we switched to the big camera, head down, and we can see, yeah, this was an absolute slaughter. This is our main wall. This is where we had a lot of troops. You can see one guy there with the rock doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, this was a bad time. Things were going slightly better over here because we do have more archers on this side. But as I was saying, the direction just really isn't on our side because they just put their shields up. We should have maybe put more on the other side to get them in the back, because we did get a few kills from the back. You see a few drop in there. I think 3 just dropped, 4, 5, 6. So we were getting them, and I think given more time, we would have broke all of these units down. But I mean, it's a race against the clock, right? Because it's you get as many as you can until they breach the wall. We are getting a few people off the battering ram, but there it is. There it is. That's kind of like signals the victory on their side, really. As soon as they broke through that wall, I knew we had a lot of problems on our hands. The siege weapons are no longer any use to us, so we really had to just turn and fight. They breached this this tower very quickly. Absolutely overrun the archers. I mean, these are just recruit archers, good at archery, not good at fighting. Instantly deleted. My main guy as well. I tried to give it a valiant fight, got a few hits in, but you know, when you've got the whole enemy force coming at you, you know, you went down fighting. I think went down fighting. Gave it my all right until the bitter end. Top 10 anime deaths. There we go, look, and he goes down. It is what it is. So then I was just a passenger. I switched to a few characters just to try and, you know, put some shots in. But it was pretty clear once they got on the walls with these towers, once they breached and came around the back, there was no winning this lot. They swarmed these walls. They just, every single part of the wall, they just went in their hundreds. And you can see here they're going through the tower to get to the other side where all the guys are protecting against the siege weapons. And they're just, my guys are just fleeing to protect where the ram is. But it was futile. I won't ruin it, but I think you can guess what's going to happen here. Yep. There you go. So, I guess full archery defense. Would I recommend? Probably not. Maybe I could do this again and try and position people differently. Try and, you know, maybe I could man the siege weapon myself and try things out. But it's pretty clear that you're a race against time. And as soon as they get on the wall, it's over. Look at that big, massive wall of red. We get a couple of kills, they get 10. We get a kill, they get 5. There was no, you know, I tried again to man a guy and just see if I could take some out myself, but these guys were just not made for melee fighting. And yeah, let's just watch the end here. You can just see, I'll switch to the camera again, and they were just running up, running down, but it was over. There was no one left. There was no one left to fight. Look at all the bodies. Look at all the archers. It was pretty much a bloodbath, wasn't it? As soon as they got on there, I think it was under a minute, and they wiped us all out. But yeah, it was interesting. I really wanted to see what would happen here because I wasn't sure. So I did my archer only playthrough, and the power of a lot of archers is insane, but I guess just not good enough in this fight. Maybe I'll try different troops and try it again at some point. But yeah, that's it. This was just a fun little video of something I really enjoyed playing, watching. I'd love to know what you guys think. If you want to see more of this as well, just drop in the comments what you want to see. Do you want to see cavalry versus something, a siege on a certain map? Just throw something down. I'll reenact a fight and talk over it. It'd be fun. Let me know. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching. We're nearing like 1,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video, which is mad. So yeah, thanks so much, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one.